Society collectively spends hundreds of billions of dollars a year treating the surface. We obsessively layer our faces in expensive chemical serums, trying to erase the physical signs of exhaustion, while simultaneously swiping high-limit credit cards to project an image of financial success. Yet underneath the designer clothes and the 10-step beauty routines, our biological and financial engines are actively breaking down. Human psychology is hardwired to optimize for what our peers can actually see. We prioritize visible signals, the clear skin, the luxury car, the trendy apartment, over invisible stability. We naturally default to treating the symptoms of distress rather than doing the quiet work of building a durable foundation from the ground up. The multi-billion-dollar beauty and luxury conglomerates rely entirely on this specific behavioral blind spot. They sell the promise of a quick topical fix to a systemic problem, keeping us trapped on a high-speed consumption treadmill where the results fade the moment the credit card clears. In the realm of biology, this manifests as the epidermal lie. We buy jars of expensive retinol and hyaluronic acid, attempting to put chemicals on the very outside of our skin to fix problems occurring deep inside our blood. We are effectively trying to paint over a crumbling house. The exact same illusion dictates our bank accounts. Walk into any upscale neighborhood, and the people driving the newest German sedans are often completely broke. They finance depreciating liabilities to signal a status they haven't earned, leaving themselves exactly one missed paycheck away from total economic collapse. True biological resilience and lasting economic stability share a crucial trait. They are completely invisible from the outside. Pursuing surface-level signals over internal substance guarantees systemic failure in both your body and your bank account. To fix the foundation, we have to look past the surface and examine the cellular mechanics. Your skin is the very last organ in your body to receive nutrients. If your internal engine is deficient, your body diverts resources away from the surface to keep your central organs alive. This schematic illustrates how the body processes metabolic waste, or what 5,000-year-old Ayurvedic science calls ama. When your liver and circulatory system become overwhelmed by toxins, the body uses your skin as an emergency exit valve, physically pushing that waste out to the surface. That is the actual source of chronic breakouts and deep inflammation. Zooming into a single skin cell, we find its outer wall, the lipid bilayer. This wrapper is made entirely of fat. When you consume highly processed, low-quality oils, this membrane becomes rigid and brittle. It cracks open, and the cellular moisture evaporates, leaving your skin chronically dry no matter how much lotion you apply. The biological fix is pure, unrefined ghee. Rich in short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, ghee acts as an internal cellular sealant. It physically repairs that broken lipid bilayer from the inside out, locking hydration deep within the cell, so it maintains a natural, dewy bounce. For structural integrity, your body needs a chemical welder. Eating powdered collagen does not automatically build skin. Your digestive system simply breaks it down into loose amino acids. To actively stitch those protein fibers together into a tight matrix, your body requires concentrated doses of vitamin C. Amla, or Indian gooseberry, provides 20 times the vitamin C of an orange, welding your skin's structural grid back together. If hormonal acne is the issue, the root cause is an overactive enzyme called 5-alpha reductase, which pushes your oil glands into overdrive. Raw pumpkin seeds contain highly bioavailable zinc. That zinc acts as a chemical brake pedal on the enzyme itself, halting the overproduction of sebum at its biological source before the oil ever reaches your pores. Finally, we need to speed up cell turnover. Instead of paying hundreds for topical retinol, you can consume beta-carotene-rich sweet potatoes. The micro detail most people miss is that vitamin A is fat-soluble. By roasting sweet potatoes in a quality fat, you create a delivery mechanism that allows your liver to convert those nutrients into pure, active internal retinol. Achieving highly resilient skin is strictly a mechanical engineering problem. It requires supplying the exact biological raw materials to repair the internal architecture, rather than endlessly spackling the outer surface. Your bank account operates on the exact same internal structural logic as your biology. The math behind middle-class poverty is a direct mirror image of a failing cellular environment. This chart demonstrates the most dangerous behavioral trap in personal finance. Watch the income bar rise. Instead of capturing that new capital, our psychological baseline resets. We immediately upgrade our apartments, cars, and vacations to match our new salary. This is lifestyle creep, and it keeps the net gap between earning and spending permanently at zero. The trap persists because people confuse two completely different concepts. Income is the cash you earn today and immediately convert into visible, depreciating status symbols. Wealth is the invisible capital you actively choose not to spend, retained specifically to build compound assets. Even those who avoid the spending trap often fall into the saving trap. The traditional advice of hoarding liquid cash in a standard bank account feels safe, but holding your long-term capital in cash guarantees you will slowly lose everything. This graphic illustrates why your uninvested cash is essentially a melting ice cube. Your money is constantly crushed by two forces. First, central banks target steady baseline inflation, eroding your purchasing power every single day. Second, earned income from a standard job faces the highest tax drag of any capital in the economy. The wealthy do not stockpile cash. They treat liquid money strictly as a strategic weapon, deploying it rapidly to acquire productive assets like equities, real estate, or business ownership that grow faster than the rate of inflation. Most people remain paralyzed because they fear a 20% drop in the stock market during a bad year. They are terrified of short-term volatility, yet they blindly accept the mathematical certainty that their uninvested cash will lose half its value over the next 2 decades. To outpace the devaluation of currency, you have to transition from an employee trading time for wages to an owner of capital. You do this by taking calculated asymmetric risks, investing in vehicles where the potential downside is strictly known, but the compound upside is open-ended. Remaining stuck on the financial treadmill is not an accident of fate. It is the direct consequence of choosing the comforting illusion of a fixed wage and a savings account over the mathematical reality of ownership. Whether we are looking at the health of your lipid bilayer or the net worth of your portfolio, the rule remains the same. True success is the cumulative result of quiet, invisible, and highly disciplined choices made over years. You cannot out-skincare a highly toxic internal environment filled with metabolic waste, and you cannot out-Ermine chronic lifestyle creep. The underlying systemic flaws will always overpower your surface-level treatments. This infographic outlines the required identity shift. You must stop operating as a consumer who buys external signals and step into the role of an architect who designs internal foundations. Stop attempting to paint a crumbling house with $100 serums, and stop financing the mere appearance of wealth. Use your current job to fund your assets and feed your biology the structural raw materials it actually needs to repair itself. It is time to patch your systemic leaks, both nutritional and financial. Hit the subscribe button and drop a comment below, letting me know the very first foundational action step you are taking today. I will see you in the next video.